Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I want to thank you for allowing me to waive on the committee. And I did that because growing up in the late 60s and 70s, boxing, football, and sports and athletics was everything to young men. And in fact, in high school, when you wanted to settle a difference that resulted in a fight, and our coaches came up with this, rather than expel the young men, they went to the gym, put on the gloves, and settled it, usually ending in both exhausted, hugging each other, walking out of the gym. It's amazing. In fact, we did that. We settled it in college. My fraternity brother was Golden Gloves. Nobody messed with him in the state of Florida. My hometown of Augusta is mostly known for golf, but we have the Augusta Boxing Club, and I wanted to lift this up and lift this club up. It's better to sweat in the gym than bleed in the streets. The Augusta Boxing Club, with assistance from area law enforcement agencies, is structured as an after-school community support organization with a goal to curtail drug abuse and crime among young adults and children. There is a great story in boxing, and I wanted to lift that up. And I can tell you, Ms. Ali, what is it? Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I mean, I'll never forget that, and I never missed one of those boxing matches. It was amazing. So, but your testimony talks about, and we've all talked about the steady decline in popularity and integrity. And you've talked about what H.R. 4624 does address as far as the industry, but how's it going to elevate the sport's prominence to where it once was? Do you believe it's got the potential to do that?
I don't know all the answers to that, sir, but I do believe it has the potential. And what you just mentioned about the fighter, the boxing club that's in Augusta, and you lifting that up, that is one thing that this Unified Boxing Organization and this bill talk about, that they intend to invest in those police athletic leagues that are in different communities. As I said, this is the sport for the common man, where a child can walk in with a pair of sneakers and that's all they need, and get a pair of boxing gloves that takes them off the street. It gives them community. It gives them goals. It gives them hope. It gives them inspiration. It gives them guidance and coaching, and that's important. And the investment into those police athletic leagues that used to exist when my husband came along, that he became a part of. Joe Martin, the officer who coached my husband for a very long time, was the head of that police athletic league that gave my husband that platform, that start to become who he was, a global icon. So that, the sky's the limit, and this is really important, of pushing that pipeline of children into that.
It's big in Augusta. We have the Augusta Exchange Club Agricultural Fair, but the biggest draw is this boxing club performs, and that we give prize money for them displaying their skills in the ring in front of fairgoers. And it's become a tremendous success. Mr. Foster, you referred to the Unified Boxing Organization model as a league-style model. Can you tell us how a league-style model would result in more competitive matches, which would in turn result in greater interest from the public in these fights?
Yes, Mr. Allen, thank you for the question. It's like I mentioned in a previous question, is when you have both sides of the card, you have a financial incentive to make a good fight. Okay, it's not trying to protect the A-side boxer to have a pretty good fight, but a fight that you know that you can win all the way up until you get to the undefeated end of the rainbow, so to speak. You have a financial incentive to make a good fight every month or every 2 months, or however the frequency of the fights are going to happen. So I believe that would answer your question. I think it's pretty obvious why that would make a better fight. You would be financially incentivized to do so.
Well, I want to thank all of you for taking your time to be here today, and I want to help you. I want to get back to the kind of boxing that we enjoyed, that I enjoyed growing up and early in life. And if there's anything I can do to help you, I want to do that. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.